Hey, what's going on, guys? Mr. Chuckles here, and today about some gameplay for you on Pantheon. I go 27-1 playing my level 8, I think, or level 9 Voidwalker subclass. And now you're probably wondering, why the hell do you have a level 8? Did you start your character over? I did not. I recently found out that if you have an Xbox account and you have a gold membership, as long as you are on the same Xbox, you can actually start a second account and play live for free without paying for a second gold membership. So that's what I did. I created a second account, and I got bored. That is literally why I did it. I got tired of playing my other subclasses, or my other characters, and I wanted to start new. I wanted to play a low level in the Crucible. I wanted to go back and play some classic 6v6. Turns out you can actually play the Crucible now at level 2. You used to be able to. The earliest level you can play is level 5. So I'm doing it level 5 to level 40 kind of Crucible gameplay with my Voidwalker. Maybe I'll switch over to my Stormcaller at 25 when that subclass unlocks and when I can do the story mission to get it. And then I'm probably going to create, you know, one of each character, and to do this just on every character just for fun and just for a challenge and kind of to see where my actual skill level is at now. You know, I've really improved in the Crucible since I started playing this game. When I first started playing, I was looking at a graph a couple of days ago, and I averaged a 0.4 KD and a 0.7 KD for the first 5 months of this game, and I was able to turn it around to where my Titan has a 2 KD in Control and a 2 KD in Clash. My Hunter, though, has over 22,000 kills just in Control, so it's extremely difficult to get a good understanding of what my actual skill is on my Hunter, simply because it's so hard to change my KD and to change my win rate, and just any number in general. It's really difficult to change when you have that many games and that many kills. So I wanted to start a new character, or one of each character, and make them kind of new to reset the stats and to figure out exactly where my skill level is at, and where my biggest opportunities are as well. And something I would recommend for you guys to do too, if you do decide to get bored, and you're probably thinking, why would I start a new character? I'm gonna get my ass kicked if I play a level 5 character in the Crucible against these level 40s. I'll tell you, I've actually only lost, like, extremely bad 2 games. And there was like this one guy who was walking around, he was a level 40 Sunbreaker, who was running a shotgun and a pulse rifle, the Norman's Mercy, and I want to say a Party Crasher, or no, Conspiracy Theory D. But it wasn't even that big of a deal. He ended up getting 40 plus kills on the other team, but he actually had a worse KD than what I did at the end of the game, because I killed him about a dozen times, and he sent me hate mail afterwards. So even though I got my ass kicked in that game, like, and we lost significantly, the fact that I got a level 40 to send me hate mail was pretty freaking hilarious. I want you guys to notice right here, how I was paying attention to how aware these guys are, which was not at all. I was able to run past these guys, and I didn't use my Nova Bomb. I didn't basically spam it as soon as I saw a guy and realized I was surrounded. I waited until they actually realized that I was there and realized that I was actually in danger before I went through and threw my Nova Bomb. I didn't go through and just use it because I thought I was scared and thought they were going to kill me. Having a good understanding of your opponents and kind of what they're doing or what they see is really important. So make sure you do that. Don't just constantly throw things out or shotgun someone or blink away or use your super as a panic button. Use it when you actually need it. What I was telling you guys about the kills is, I'm not telling you that to brag or to sound cocky. I'm telling you guys that because I've always told you the most important thing in this game is positioning and map knowledge and rotating and predicting your enemy's movements. I've told you gunplay is important, but it's not the #1 thing, and people will argue that all day, but here's a great example. I'm using a white pulse rifle with atrocious stability and a white sniper rifle with an insanely high zoom on it, and I managed to go 27-1. And some people could say, well, this was luck. Well, I'll tell you, the next game right after this, I go 19-0. I go unbroken. The game after that, I go 25-1 on Widow's Court. And I literally die within the last 10 seconds of the game to a Fist of Havoc, which I was pretty upset about. I almost had my 3 unbrokens in a row, and I was pretty sad that I didn't get that one. But the reason I'm telling you that is, like I said, stop worrying about your guns and start worrying about map knowledge, positioning, and how you think about the game. I'm very analytical, and somebody asked me to talk about that and how I approach the game. That'll be an entire different video in general, but the reason I wanted to make this video is to kind of just show, you know, no matter what gun you're using, just stop listening to people say about you have to have the best gun to do well in the Crucible. Take the time to learn the maps, take the time to be patient, and to learn from your mistakes, and to read what the enemy is doing. Here, I am surrounded, and yet I'm able to go through and wait until one of them is a threat, pick him off, reposition, and then go through and basically kill 2 of them and get out of there alive. Now, some people could say I should have Nova Bombed that bubble on B, but I had no backup. So what would have happened if I would have killed the 2 guys in the middle? I would have then been defenseless against those 2 other guys that were there. So that was kind of why I made that decision there. Here I'm kind of just peeking and making sure I don't get sniped in the face. I like my face attached and I don't want it blown off. So that's why I was sitting down checking around the corners. Some of you have commented on my other videos saying how that was a really good idea, or they never would have thought to do that. I just kind of do that just to be safe, you know. No one likes getting shot in the face. But, so in regards to my channel, we've talked about the gameplay quite a bit. I actually want to talk about my channel in this game. So, going forward, as you guys saw, I did the montage yesterday. Something that I want to start trying to do monthly. I think doing a monthly montage would be kind of fun. I thought weekly, but weekly might be a bit much, so I'm going to try and just do monthly. So just going to call it like the monthly montage. Pretty basic and generic. It's a pretty lame name too, I know, but it'll just be fun. Any sort of fun plays that I have throughout the month, no matter what class. I'm also going to try and be more organized with my channel. That's the main thing I want to talk about in regards to the channel, is organization and professionalism, and how the channel looks and how consistent it is. I've been pretty bad about uploading regularly as of these last couple of weeks. I've also been absolutely terrible in regards to the commentary that I've been doing. I had some personal stuff that I was going through, and I wasn't in the best place to do commentary, but I also had a really shitty mic too. I was using a basic USB headset that has a really nasty echo, and I can't even hear like the gameplay through it. I could literally only talk into it, and I'd have to go through and watch the entire thing over to make sure it actually sounded decent, which it never did. So I recently invested in getting a Yeti microphone, which is 10 times better and a lot more fun to play with. And I actually have to go through and use the volume editor now. I use Audacity to go through and do this commentary. I've actually played around with Audacity a little bit and the mic. Haven't actually recorded anything yet, so this will be the first gameplay that I've actually done using this mic, but I guarantee it's going to sound like 10 times better. The way that it works is just so much better than the old headset. So in regards to being consistent though, what I want to try and do is have a schedule in a sort. Someone's mentioned this to me. One of the guys that subscribed to Salsa Diaz, or one of the guys that play with Xbox Live, a good friend, and he mentioned to go through and try and have a schedule. Be more consistent. So say for example, Monday I'll do Control, Tuesday I'll do Clash, Wednesday I'll have a Rumble game for you, Thursday I'll have Elimination. Now I'm not saying out to the schedule what exactly look like, but something along those lines to where I'll have more variety on the channel with different types of gameplay. I could still be doing my thing because I'm still just playing PvP and having a good time and being able to help you guys get better at it, but I'll be adding more variety to it to where it won't be just Control or it won't be just Clash. And some people have recommended, or not recommended, have asked that I do some skirmish gameplay. I don't have a problem putting up a few games of skirmish, but it's not something that I'm going to do on a regular basis just because I personally find skirmish extremely boring. And my reasoning for that is because Control and Clash, there's 6 people, and people say it gets very chaotic, but it's also a lot more entertaining to watch in my opinion. Rumble, there's only 6 people in the game, however 5 of them are trying to kill you. In skirmish, there's only 3. And if you're playing against a 3-man fire team, or if you're playing against a bunch of newbie randoms, either way, you're literally running around all of the maps trying to find each other, and usually you spend more time running around or sniping people off of revives than you do actually learning about positioning. Now, if you were playing Sweaties, that's an entirely different story, and I have no problem sharing high intensive match with people that are highly skilled. Those are really fun to do actually, and I will definitely try and do some sweaty gameplays for you guys and upload those for you. But in regards to basic skirmish matches, that's something I won't be doing too often. I would much rather watch a Control, Clash, Rift, or Elimination or Rumble match than I would a skirmish match. That's just my preferences though. I believe all of those alone can teach you basically everything that skirmish can teach you. The only thing I think skirmish is good for is like, the 3v3 competitiveness, but it's not even that competitive in my opinion, unless you're playing Sweaties like I said. But also, just let me know in the comments down below what you guys like about this channel so far. Also, what you would like to see going forward. I've kind of talked to you about the schedule, being a little bit more consistent, trying to do more commentary, but let me know what kind of reviews you'd like me to do, or just what you would like to see going forward to this channel. As always guys, thanks for watching, hope you're all having an awesome day, and I'll see you later.
Heavy ammo inbound. Zones controlled. Targets eliminated. Nice work.